Microsoft Excel 2016 worth exploring. And we're going to start by opening up a file, if you're following along with me, called LH Procurement. It's an XLSX file that you'll find in the Chapter 3 folder of your exercise files. You can see there are a few different tabs. Let's start with some minor changes that we'll notice when it comes to the user interface. Of course, we see the green color coding across the top in behind our ribbon, and that's part of the colorful theme that is the default here in Microsoft Excel. And of course, we can change that just like we can in any of the other apps. But when we go up here to the Data tab, I want you to see something that's very interesting, especially to those of you who like to use Power Query. Typically, it's an add-in you would have to download and access, but you'll notice from the Data tab here in the ribbon, we get all of those query options showing up here in the group called Get and Transform. Click the drop-down for New Query and check out all the different options. From File, you can see from a workbook or an XML file, CSV, and so on. From a database file, including Access. From Microsoft Azure, you can see SQL databases included in there. As we go further down the list, there are other sources as well where we can access data for this Power Query, and you can see from the web, SharePoint, OData feeds, all kinds of different options available to us from here. And then we see other options like combining queries, etc., query options down below. But this is something that did not appear on the ribbon by default in Excel 2013. Now you get it directly from the Data tab. Other changes we talked about in previous movies, like the Share tab, looks a little bit different up here, but works the same as it did in Microsoft Word if you were following along with me in that section. And now that we're a little bit more comfortable with our user interface here in Excel, it's time to look at some new charts that are at your fingertips. That's coming up next.